Hey guys, Orange Samurai here. This past weekend, something really cool happened. We had a Kalgara top 8 at the Bologna Regional. So, I immediately went onto the internet and I met the guy that top 8'd. His name is Stefano, and I got a chance to interview him. So, let's check out the interview. Hey guys, Orange Samurai here, and I'm with a very special guest here, Stefano, who top 8'd in Bologna in the Regional with Kalgara. Stefano, why did you play Kalgara?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I choose to play
Mm,
Kalgara, which is a deck that basically is an old one,
mm,
but I think it comes up with OP12 thanks to the new edition.
mm,
I've never been a Kalgara player before, but I had the feeling that 5 cost Kalgara was an awesome card,
mm.
and then I chose to give it a try, and I found it really funny deck that I love to play, and so I just focused on it and I choose to play it in the Bologna.
So before OP12, without the five cost
Mhm.
Calgara, you never looked into playing the deck.
Honestly, no, and
Mm.
also it was like my main enemy because I was a Reju player
Uh-huh.
and I was just afraid
Yeah.
to farm Kalgara, which is
Mm.
a natural enemy of Reju.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think now that Reju needs some rest and I choose to
Mm.
switch to Kalgara just because I found it funny and
Mm.
strong. So both combination of these two factors were really
Mm.
important to me, so I choose to bring
Mm.
Kalgara to Bologna.
Okay. Yeah. So if you don't mind, could you please show us your deck list and we'll go right to it.
Okay, I'm gonna start with cards that are pretty cool for the base,
Mm.
especially Upper Yard and then Shura. I think Upper Yard is a must-have for the deck. It's basically one cost searcher that is really synergic for the deck. And Shura is something don't love to play, but I think that this deck needs consistency. So I choose to have 8 searcher that increase my chance to just play my ideal curve. That is something that I want to do with Kara. Um, Keep going. I will show the best duo, Home and Holly.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I put them close, and you know why? Because they have to stay together. They are not very impressive when you
Mm.
look them by themselves, but together they are incredible. So it's basically your best play for 4 downs that you can also do when you have a odd curve with 5 downs. You can play home into holy, which is basically is a standard combo, and also with 1 down you can put under the Kalgara for the leader effect,
Mm-hmm.
and that allow you to play another character. So this is a must-have for the deck for sure. And keep I run 3 6 cost Kalgara,
Mm-hmm.
uh, 4 5 cost Kalgara, and 2 Viper. Um, I think this card was a must-have in the previous decklist when you only have access to one Kalgara. Now we have two, so I think the split makes sense. Uh, 5 cost Kalgara is basically the best card of your deck, so the must-have for sure. I think 3 6 cost Kalgara is enough. You don't really need the fourth one, yeah, in my opinion. And then I choose to also play 2 copy of Viper, the 5 cost. I like the card because it's perfect when you have the odd curve and you maybe are missing this Kalgara, so you have an option to play this. And of course, as the card said, it works really well with the upper yard and maybe with the opponent stage, like against Rage, for example. And so I really like this card, so I was pretty happy to have it in my deck in Bologna. Um, then moving on, I played 12 2K counters. Uh, the Viper is an old one, the 4 cost Viper.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the 6 cost, which is from OP12 as well.
Mm-hmm.
He has no any effect, but he is pretty solid. 6 down for a 7K that you basically bring with a leader effect. So he's a big body that pretty often comes into play. And then I run for Zeus. This card is awesome. Work perfectly with the deck. You love to take your lives. You love to take life, and it's perfect against many matchups when you want to disrupt the opponent setup or curve. So I think you have to run for Zeus for sure. And then the last cards that we have is 3 Kuma and 4 Noland. These cards are basically the same effect. I mean, they heal yourself, which is something that you want to do at some point. Noland is basically better than Kuma because it doesn't cost you a card, and you're required to have a Kalgara, but now you have 7 of them, so it's pretty common to have a Kalgara to play. So you are basically able to play Noland and also heal yourself. But Kuma add your consistency to that plan because now you have access to more healers. Even if this one costs you a card, is a big body, and yeah, I think even if it's a Ward and Noland, having access to 7 healers is a good starting point. I recommend at least 2 Kuma. You don't want 1 3, but I think at least 6 healers is the right number. And last cards for the deck are the defensive event. I choose to run 2 Eltor. 2 of these all event, I, the Earth will not lose, and the Red Oak. Um, I think these 2 cards are pretty common for this deck. This one is super synergic, it allows you to play the upper yard. This one gives you plus 4k in the late game, so it's perfect when you have to survive. And this one is a new addition that me with my team choose to play in this deck. Because it has some odds, but overall it's good because it helps you to stay alive in the late game, but also in the early as a removal option. So it's basically in some kind of way the 5 and 6 copy of Zeus when you play in the curve. So the idea is to have access to 6 removal spells and also a defensive event in the late game. And yeah, that's it.
All right, no, thank you for showing us your deck list. It's really interesting because I've seen a lot of ratios and lists, even we saw from Flagship Battle, the Japanese Store Championship events, right? And the latest one that won during, I believe it was pre OP13, he played no Shura. He played no Shura and 2 Ace. So, do you think that keeping the Shura was better than letting it go so you have more rush?
I think depends about your approach to the game. If you see my deck list, my idea and the idea of my team, because we work together on the deck, is to have basically a mid-range control approach. I mean, not really control, but we're not just trying to rush. We are trying to have a long game, and so the idea to have consistency and the healers was for us better than have rush in our deck and no counter cards. So we think about the ace rush, but in the end we just choose to go for the consistency and we run for sure for sure.
Yeah. So Herman, because I just noticed your T-shirt. You make the deck list with somebody else? Because I saw a similar deck list, and they also play Kalgara. Yeah. Are they your team?
If I can say 2 words about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we recently just built up a team that is basically a group of friends that share the same love for TCG, and we are basically friends that love to travel and play One Piece together. And yeah, if we have the possibility, we just love to spend time together. And in this case, we just test together for the tournament, and we basically did the same Kalgara deck list.
Yeah, no, I saw, and it was like, this is the same deck list, and it's like, oh, he's top, maybe he's your friend. Yeah. No, I think he went top 64, I think, or something like that. Yeah. But it's tiebreakers.
He did H2 as well. So the deck performed really well, but sometimes you have to deal with the rating that is not always your friend.
Yeah. So back to
the performance.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, no, you're good. Back to the beginning of the event. So going into this event, uh, you
Uh-huh.
already said why you chose Kalgara for the regional. So how
Mhm.
was your tournament run from the Swiss to the Top Cut? Like, what matches did you see? How do you do against them? Do
Okay.
you do better than you expected, or do you get unlucky in a matchup maybe that that was favorable?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you can be prepared as much as you can for a tournament. You can choose the best deck, but you also need to be lucky to perform well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I had a good preparation for the tournament, but I also got lucky. That is something that you need to mix to perform well in a tournament like this. That is pretty long one. I basically faced almost any deck. I started with Shanks round one, then I faced Kazuki, Green Purple Luffy, um, then I faced Teach, Kuzan, Rylake, that are six different decks in in my first 6 rounds. And I was 6-0 at that point. Then I faced the double Rylake, so basically three Rylake in a row, and I did like win, loss, win. So I was 7-1. And the incredible thing is what on the 7-1 I faced the Kalgara mirror. That was something that I didn't expect at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I won it. So I was 8-1. And the last round I faced Zoro, Green Zoro. And I lost the last one. So I finished at 2. And I basically faced like any kind of deck. Probably the
Mm-hmm.
only one that I was missing was Bonnie, that I don't think is really good matchup.
No, it's
So I
not.
was pretty happy to dodge
Yeah,
it.
it feels
I
so
was pretty
bad
happy to
playing that
dodge it.
match. It feels so bad.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only thing that I want to say about Bonnie is the Kalgara that I faced on the A7 one,
Mm-hmm.
faced three Bonnie and he won against all of three of them.
Oh, I
To
didn't
me,
read
it's
that.
not
Oh,
that bad.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta talk to him too about that because that matchup is it's
Hmm.
insanely hard. You know, because they keep pressing everything you had, and then either you don't get him to enough life, and then they have so many cards in hand,
Hmm.
and they put on 8 cost skid, and they block her up,
Yeah,
and it's so hard to get rid of. Or if not, they play the Mink package, and they play Luna, and they play Carrot, they play 10 cost of Flamingo, and then you can't play the game, right? Yeah, it's super annoying.
They have some cards that are basically a nightmare for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the matchup is bad. Starting with the 5 cost carrot, which is something that you have to
Yeah.
deal with, otherwise you will lose. For 8 cost kid is a nightmare, and you can't
Yeah.
really deal with the card. So yeah, overall I think the matchup is not good, but
Mm-hmm.
also I think you have a way to win that is like make pressure. That is something that you do really well,
Mm-hmm.
and also deal with at least their 5 cost characters if you can.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, Carrot and maybe also the Cavendish.
Cavendish.
And yeah, I think I have access to Red Oak and not only Trios help you in this way. I talked about with another good guy. His
Mm-hmm.
name is Santagati in the tournament, and he also considered
Mm-hmm.
playing Kalgara, and he was talking about playing Gedatsu.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that also help you in that way. So I think you have to make pressure and deal with their small characters and just
Mm-hmm.
try to push enough.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's
makes
not
sense.
your best plan. I mean, your best plan, but probably might not be enough
Mm-hmm.
overall.
Yeah, and then for Top Cut, you made top 8, so you
Mhm.
had 2 matches. I saw
Yeah.
your Soro match on stream for the top 16. What do you play against in
Hmm.
top 32?
I faced Riley in the
Really?
first match. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so was that a 2-1 or a 2-0 victory?
Was a 2-0,
Mm-hmm.
2-0 victory. I
Yeah.
think that I was pretty behind in the first game,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes some factors come through in that
Mm-hmm.
situation, like emotions. My opponent maybe could do better,
Mm-hmm.
and but yeah, overall I tried the way to win the first one, and then I won the second one pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I play against Zoro. I think that you saw the match.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Was a Yeah, it was a pretty close one, especially now that Zoro is running the Electrical Luna. That is a card
Mm-hmm.
that is really hard to deal with. Uh, but yeah, somehow I found a way to win that game,
Mm-hmm.
and then I lost to an unexpected deck. I think
Yeah, no.
you saw that.
I read about that, but it's like it's so random, and it's like Kalgara is
Hmm.
also not a too popular deck, so it's random deck against random deck. So
Exactly, yeah.
yeah, I play a little bit against Vegapunk, and it's like, man, even if it has 2 lives, it's like it just keeps putting out blockers and blockers. You cannot
Yeah.
kill them. The ones that can't kill by battle. It's like how
Mhm.
did that one go?
Um,
Mhm,
it was strange because when I knew that I was facing the deck, I just tried to have some information with my
mhm,
friends, like do you know what I could
mhm,
do to, what is the best strategy that I can adopt to play against that
mhm.
deck? But nobody knows the matchup with
Yeah.
Kalgara against Vegapunk, of course, me either.
Mhm.
And so I think that I just lose that match for inexperience
Yeah.
because I never played that matchup honestly. That their deck is pretty resilient, even if, as you
Mhm.
said before, even if they only have 2 lives, they are basically immortal. They can keep
Yeah.
going for like many turns. They seems to
Mhm.
be in a bad spot, and in
Mhm.
like a turn they seem to go ahead.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if I would come back to that game and if I could have the chance to play it again, the top eight, I would approach the matchup really differently.
Mhm.
Because I was playing like I play Kalgara in any matchup, like try to play in curve, play for the 5 cost Kalgara,
Mhm.
which is something that doesn't work against Vegapunk.
Really?
Unfortunately,
Mhm.
I discovered it too late. For unfortunately, the key is to play for your 6 drops,
Mhm.
which is not only the 6 Kalgara, but it's also the 6 Viper.
Mhm.
It can look like pretty bad because there's no effect, but the
Mhm.
key is in their casting cost. They cannot deal with them. They can
Oh.
kill a 5 cost with the Nami. They
Okay.
cannot kill a 6 cost.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I
Mhm.
think you have to focus on Searcher for 6 drops, and that is the key for the matchup.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I realized that
Mhm.
too late, and that cost me the
Mhm.
game. But I think it's a part of the game. I mean,
Mhm.
I usually play rogue deck, and
Yeah.
I deserve to lose against a rogue deck as well because uh, I did it like
Mhm.
always. So
Yeah.
it's totally okay.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you made top eight. You got your Shanks, you got your
Hmm.
zero ace, all the pricing. So it's still
Hmm.
a pretty, you went pretty far in a tournament, right? So I think a lot of people will be
Yeah.
pretty content with that, especially with that kind of deck when everyone is playing green purple, playing Rayleigh, playing green Zoro, right? One
Hmm.
thing
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said you played against Akatsuki round 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is a new card that got unbanned. Had you played against
Hmm.
it before? I don't know how long you've been playing One Piece. So maybe you've never seen it before. How do you do against it?
Uh, yeah. I'm playing One Piece
Mm-hmm.
since like 1 year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
almost 2 years ago. I started
Okay.
with One Piece. So yeah, I knew the deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not much experience with the
Mm-hmm.
new post list because uh, many cards got spoiled from the ban to the
Yeah.
unban.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to um, just knew the how the your opponent can have built the deck. So you knew the strategy, but you don't knew all the cards. Like they are pre padding, they are not. What kind of removal they play. So the approach to a deck, even if it's the old one, honestly, is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I think the approach is just to go against any control deck, like try to make pressure,
Mm-hmm.
disrupt their setup. Like if they play Kuzan, you can kill it with Kuzan with Zeus, sorry, and you push face as much as you
Mm-hmm.
can. Like,
Yeah, it's a 4 life leader, so it's a little bit easier than say Lucci,
exactly,
who
yeah.
has 5 lives. So they usually throw away
Hmm.
the first life, and then they just reduce. When they get to Jack, it's a little bit tougher because it's a bigger character to deal with. Uh,
Yeah.
did you encounter any Shanks that you say?
I faced Shanks in the first round.
Okay. So for that one,
Yeah, only
Shanks,
one.
only one. Yeah. So for that one, it seems
Hmm.
like I don't know. Personally, I have sometimes some difficulty in the early to mid
Hmm.
game with Shanks because they have this aggression with like Sanji, or they will play Lucky Roo, and they always have the
Yeah.
reduction. And now they play that new Shanks blocker that reduces -2000. So how do you
Yeah.
deal with that? And I mean, not everybody plays the Shirahoshi. Like you didn't play the Shirahoshi, so you don't have that protection from
Hmm.
say Ben Beckman or Ray. Yeah, Rayleigh, right? So how do you deal with that
Yeah.
matchup?
Yeah, Shiroshi will be really good in the map,
Mm,
but as I was saying before, I just goes for the consistency. You can
mm,
find basically 10 different
mm,
deck in 10 rounds, so focus on a specific
mm,
strategy, I think is not correct in a tournament like this.
mm,
I think the approach to have against Shanks is basically the same one against Sakazuki or Lucci,
mm,
which is kill your their setup. That in this case is the force cost Shanks or the force cost.
mm.
I don't remember the name. You talked about it before.
The
The blocker,
yeah, it's a 6 cost
the
blocker, 5 cost blocker.
the four cost blocker.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the name right now. That one
Mm.
that kill a 5 cost or less, or
Oh yeah,
6K or
the
less
lucky
from the
roux.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You have to deal with it before your cards, and you can do that really well,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you go first.
Mm-hmm.
When they have four down, they play one of these two, like Lucky Roux or Shanks, and you have the spot to play Red Oak or Zeus leader effect, and you starting go ahead and keep it make pressure. Uh, so I think the only key turn is that one. You kill the four drop, you go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
you keep making pressure, trying to stay behind you, and but if you take the head position, you can keep it. I think even if they play a lot of removal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think overall Shiroshi is not really needed for that matchup. Is
Mm-hmm.
probably more important matchup like Lucci that is more difficult than the
Yeah.
Shanks. But I think
Mm-hmm.
you have even with the my deck list, you have the tools to deal with that matchup.
Mm-hmm. Is how do you come to the conclusion of the 2-2-2 event split with the Earth Will Not Lose, the
Mhm.
Eldor, and the Red Hawk?
I was pretty happy with the split. I think these events are good in a different stage of the game, so I have access to not only the Earth Will Not Lose and Eltor that are pretty good in the late game. I think it's better to just have access to something that you play in the early,
Mm-hmm.
which is Red Oak.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I was pretty happy with the split.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Red Hawk actually said original cost, so that can be useful
Yeah,
in some matchups that are like more niche, like say black that increases cost. So that's really big. And well, yeah, no, this is I think we got a lot of things covered. We went over your matchups, but
hmm
for that, did you ever think of seeing a mirror match during the regional?
no, I didn't.
Do you
I
test
fancied it,
at
but I
all
didn't.
with your friend or no?
Just a little bit because
Mm-hmm.
when we were playtesting the deck, we faced each other in a tournament in a
Mm-hmm.
couple of occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens to play against in the Kalgara mirror. So I had a little bit of experience for the matchup, just a little bit.
No, I think especially now with you topping the event, it's going to get a little more popularity, right? So we might see more people
Mhm.
play it. So how will you go about in a mirror? Do you pick first? Do you pick
Um,
second?
I think I like to pick second because
Mm-hmm.
we are playing the same deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the key is to have bigger characters on the board that are useful only not only to go face but also for good trades. And your bigger character is Kostogara.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that going second allow you to put big bodies
Mm-hmm.
exactly before that your opponent going to rest their characters
Mm-hmm.
and go on their characters again and take it out of resources. Because Kalgara is in a bad spot when he has to take life by themselves
Mm-hmm.
and have to use curse on their characters. So it doesn't do that really well. You love when your opponent attack your face, you can go to 0 lives, and it's a perfect spot because you can use your leader for free.
Mm-hmm.
Because put the characters for your hand is not a cost. You put the card and you take the life, but if you have no life, you just play the character for free. So the idea is to use the leader for free and then play your character. But if your opponent doesn't go face and goes for the board, can be difficult for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the key for the matchup is to try to control the opponent board with big bodies,
Mm-hmm.
and you do that in a better when you go second.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because you want to do your Shura, your Ohm, your Kalgara, but probably at one point you want to
Yes.
get the 5 cost too because the 5 cost gets so much draw power and you kind of need that for countering too, which is good for your
Yeah.
defending your characters. For the
Yeah.
tournament,
So
yeah.
ideally,
Mm. Please go on.
Yeah, I was just saying that when you go second, you have the 6 down turn that you
Mm-hmm.
can do like baby Kalgara for 5 downs,
Mm-hmm.
one down under leader, and baby Kalgara for the leader aspect,
Yeah.
and you're in an insane spot after the play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for the tournament overall, you said Bonnie's not a good matchup. So
Mhm.
what do you think was your most favorable matchup at the event?
I think the new Kuzan is pretty free for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good one. They are too slow and they don't deal really well with your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can choose a deck face like every round, probably that one is Kuzan. Or maybe Teach, but I think Kuzan is more favorable than Teach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I saw played against some Kusan, and all I see from Kusan is this Kusan saying, they have 12 cards in hand, but they have no characters. For
And doesn't
Teach,
matter, right?
yeah, they have nothing to play with. But for Teach, so Teach used to be a
Mhm.
matchup that was a little bit harder for us because, well, we couldn't unplay Ace, we couldn't unplay, the Nolan. So, do you
Mhm.
think the 5 costs will make a difference here? Because now you're always drawing at least.
Yeah, I think he's
Mm-hmm.
really a gas for our deck in that matchup. Even in that matchup,
Mm-hmm.
in general for the deck, the card is awesome, but
Mm-hmm.
he has no play, right? So for Stitch, that can't really
Mm-hmm.
shine. And basically, the strategy is pretty easy. You just spam as much as board as you can,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty hard for them to just deal with 2 characters at the same time. You basically play at least 2 characters
Mm-hmm.
first for turns, and they doesn't run the 6 cost spell anymore. I don't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
That one that kill a 6 cost and a 4 cost.
6 costs and a 4 cost.
Uh, yeah, the
I can't.
6 dawn event. I don't know the name. Is the 6 of event that Teach was running when Doffy was popular.
Oh, Liberation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, Liberation.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, now they don't have really a good way to deal with 2 characters
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, so it's pretty hard for them
Mm-hmm.
to just stay behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just put too much pressure into the
Mm-hmm.
board.
Yeah.
You just have to be a bit careful.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I
no,
was
you're
just
good,
saying
man.
that you have just a bit careful. Yeah,
Mm.
because as you said before, you don't have access to your own play.
Mm-hmm.
So go to zero life is not something that I would like to
Mm.
suggest against each.
Mm.
Just try to stay at 2 life and you
Mm.
should be safe.
Mm. And, but, sorry. Then for the deck list that you had, is there any change that you
Mhm.
would do for the next event?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Mm.
I found the deck is really well performing.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would like to try Ace a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
but just because I'm curious about how that card can work
Mm-hmm.
against like the metagame in general.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the problem is the deck is pretty stock. It doesn't have many
Mm-hmm.
flex spot, I think.
Yeah.
The first one that come in my mind is Falco Swiper, but I found it really well performing for in this event. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if I'm brave enough to just cut it because I was really in love with the card.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I think no change. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I can try Ace, but I was pretty happy with the deck list.
Have you, by any chance, tried any little bit of OP13 with the deck?
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I have. I always give a try to a deck that I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to play with, like
Yeah.
Kalgara.
Yeah.
I saw that OP13
Mm-hmm.
comes with really strong leader.
Yeah.
It's something that can be hard to deal with old leaders that are that looks like
Mm-hmm.
weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think I want to give it a shot anyway, and
Mm-hmm.
let's see if maybe Kalgara can still be good enough. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am seeing there's a lot of things going on with the Emu, the Ace, and also the
Exactly.
Gold Roger. And yeah,
Yeah.
it looks interesting, but at least we have a little bit. Do you have any upcoming events that are still for OB12?
Yeah, I have to go to Sevilla in the end of September,
Mm-hmm.
and then to Milan like 1 week or two after Sevilla.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have 2 events. I think the Sevilla is OP12, and Milano maybe as all also be legal. Not
Mm-hmm.
sure about that. But yeah, basically the same should be um, almost the same of that one that we play
Mm-hmm.
in Bologna. I don't know if it can change it somehow, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think should be close to that one.
Yeah, I did see Dusseldorf, the Germany Card Fest. Yeah, it should be
Hmm.
OP13 because it's December. So we get it in November.
Okay,
The December event makes sense. Yeah, so
okay,
at least you get one of those in that format. We don't. In America, we don't get a
okay.
national with OP13 because our Card
Oh,
Fest,
okay.
yeah, we have one. We have one coming up right now, and that's RP12.
Hmm.
And then we get a
Okay.
second one in January, January,
Hmm.
February, and that one is gonna be OP14. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so we don't get to play a national for OP13 unfortunately, like the past couple of years where it was OP5, OP9. So we kind of skipped that one
Uh-huh.
unfortunately. But yeah,
Okay.
Stefano, thank you for having me. Thank you for showing me your deck list, going over your thought process. Do you have
It's been a
anyone that you
pleasure.
want to
Yeah.
shout out? You want to talk about, mention?
Yeah, if possible, yeah, I will say thank you to my community, which is the touring community. Special thanks to Oblivion Games and Tripod that are two shops where I spend time playing One Piece,
Oh, no, that
basically.
store. Yeah.
Yeah, my best store.
Mm-hmm.
And For sure to the touring community and my teammates, William, Mayoko, Mirko, and Jack, that are basically close friends first and then uh, teammates. So I will like to say thank you to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so thank you to the team Scinanigansss, to Turin, and yeah.
Wait, so you're a Juve fan, right?
I'm not
No, no,
only
you no.
a
I keep
foot.
asking everybody.
I'm not into football. Sorry.
There's so many of you. How do you not like football? I keep asking that to everybody too.
uh, yeah,
It's
but
like
because
everywhere.
on the weekend you have to choose between look your best team play football or
Yeah.
go to play at start at One Piece,
Okay,
and
that's
I
fair. That's
choose the
fair.
second one. So that's
That's fair. Anyways, thank you so much for having us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to. I actually have a couple of events with Kalgara, so hopefully
Mhm.
people will look into this interview and see like, oh, maybe I can try this deck, see how it goes, because we got more new cards with the Kuma, the Kalgara 5
Yeah.
cost. So yeah, thank you for showing us the deck list, how it goes, how your tournament went, and yeah. So yeah, that was my interview with Stefano, the Calgara top 8 player from the Bologna Regional. Stefano, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. I really appreciate it. I know it can get challenging with making things work on a time zone difference. And also thank you for giving us Calgara fans some hope. Now that we have new tools like our new Calgara and new Kuma, I think this deck can work in the OP12 format, especially with how diverse the deck leader spread is going to be right now. So I think there's a lot of good chances for this deck to do well in OP12 in the West. And for anyone that wants to learn a little more than we learned in this video about Calgara, Stefano does have a Metafy guide that he made with his team Scinanigansss. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can check it out. And anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.